guys, one last video on Pat Martino's minor conversion and adding chromatics. Some of you have said I've been using this minor conversion or minor topic or minorization, whatever you want to call it, but it still doesn't sound like Pat Martino, or it doesn't sound very jazzy. That's because you need 5 essential devices. The first device is target tones or enclosure or approach notes, all the same thing. The second is chromaticism in terms of exploiting the chromatic scale. The third is the classic jazz melody, which you find all over the place in Pat Martino's playing. And the fourth, although less used, is side stepping. And finally, the fifth is exploitation of the minor arpeggio, or the minor 7th arpeggio. Okay, let's look at the first device or technique called target tones. It's also known as enclosure or approach notes. Okay, so let's take the A minor arpeggio. What we'll do is target the 5th note of A minor, this note E. So we'll target this note and then play the arpeggio. I'm starting this on an upbeat. 4 E and A, 1 E and A. This time we will just add the chromatic scale. Now let's add this with our target tones. And straight away it's starting to sound a lot more jazzy. And all we're doing is targeting the 5th of A minor here, and just playing some chromatic notes and playing the arpeggio. Really quite basic, but it's the devices, these tools of using enclosure or approach notes and chromatic scale that start to make this work. Also, it gives us the rhythm and the upbeat to create this sort of jazz style and this jazz rhythm and create musical jazz phrasing. This time we will add some more chromatics and we will land on the 7th of the A minor arpeggio. So we have now we will employ side stepping, and in this case it's just going to be a tone moving down a semitone. And I'll add this to our approach notes. Finally, we have the manipulation of the minor arpeggio. So here's a very good example. So here we have the minor arpeggio, that being the minor 7th, and I'm just going to play some chromatic notes and then come back and ascend the arpeggio. Finally, we have the classic melody, which you will have heard a million times, and it's all over the place in Pat Martino's improvisations. And here it is. And let's make it a bit more interesting and add a chromatic note. So let's exploit our target tones. And straight away we put that little melody in there with the arpeggio. So those are the key elements to add to this minorization or this minor conversion, because then you can start to create lines and make your own lines and express your own musical phrasing from it. But without understanding these basic chromatic tools or devices or techniques, you'll just end up with minor sounding lines. But with this you can really exploit it and create this very colourful jazz musical phrasing. Now let's apply this to a 2-5-1. Firstly, I will target the note G as the 4th of D minor, creating that sort of quartal sound or inflection. So, and now I will add some chromatic notes from the chromatic scale descending. So we have, now what I'll do is add chromatic notes and target tones all together. So we have, and straight away we start to get that jazzy sound and musical phrasing. Now I will add the arpeggio of A minor. And to finish this bar, I will finish it on the little melody that Pat uses all of the time. So slowly we have in the second bar, we will apply the A minor arpeggio once again. We'll add a chromatic note to give it some flavour and some colour. Now what we'll do is add a bit of scale. So just simple. And to finish this, we'll move down this semitone here to add our little melody or a variation of it. So we have So you can see how you can exploit this minorization with these techniques, these tools from jazz like chromatic notes, target tones, sidestepping, the melody and the minor 7 arpeggio, and really get creative with this. And this in turn can save you like 20 years of learning. It's really that useful. This last idea is just an idea, it's nothing else, but it's to demonstrate how brilliant this concept works. So let's take this last bar from the last example. And we'll now take it to this position. And straight away we have a 2-5-1 going to chord 6. Now we will play it here, exactly the same thing. Now down to here. And we have a minor 2-5. Well, going to the minor 1 chord, going to the 6th chord as a minor 7 flat 5. Again, that's just an example, but you can see how easy it is to exploit improvisation or playing through changes. Anyway, if this video was of any use, please smash the subscribe button because that really does keep the channel going. Smash the like button because that really helps me with the algorithm. Click the notification button if you like the video and write a comment if you want. And I'll see you all in the next video. And thank you for watching.